I come from a corporate America background, and I can tell you there's some real a-holes out there, okay? I've been hurt by a lot of people in relationships in my life. Like, I have been broken, I have failed, I have taken risk and it didn't pan out, but I have also won, and I have also fought back, and I have also risen from things that people never thought I would. Even through the hard times, you're gonna make it out, and it's probably gonna be so much better than you ever even imagined. Energy is contagious. If you have St. Coochie energy, then that's gonna spread to other people, okay? Hi, I'm Deralynn, a top leader and launch team member here at Arieyl. Let me hear it right now. Is that you? Okay. Just so you guys know, we're winging it today. The screen literally says, Deralynn, you're a bad bitch, crush it. Okay, so that's what we're working with today, guys. I am so excited to be on this stage and honestly to be the very first story of hope at this year's convention. I feel it's an absolute honor to be up here with you guys, sharing my story and the way that this opportunity has completely changed my life. So for those of you who do not know, my name is Deralynn Ellis. A lot of you call me D, as in D-E, Deralynn Ellis, get it? Okay, that was my corny little joke, sorry. But if you don't know me, I'm a small town mom from South Mississippi. This accent is all natural. I am a full-time creator for Arieyl, and I am a legend leader here. Yes. Some things you may not know about me, despite the fact that I use very few large words, according to Kayla. I do have a bachelor's degree in marketing and management. I worked in corporate America for 6.5 years as a business consultant before I said, fuck that shit, and became a professional network marketer, okay? Crazy enough, the internet connected me with the Butlers, who just so happen to be the top 10 money earners in the entire world. So I believe I started my career, I guess a little bit more fortunate than most people because I had some of the best mentors in the entire industry leading me from 2018 up until today, okay? So, let me find a little bit of my notes here. I do remember the very first time that I came to an event like this. I put every bit of it on a credit card. I was broke. Like I said, I had quit corporate America, so I was unemployed. If you guys have ever been in that shoes before, you know how that is. But I put everything on a credit card, and I remember sitting in the seats just like you guys, and I remember soaking in every single word that I heard. I listened to every speaker. I wrote notes. I took in the vision, okay? And I went home with the belief that I was gonna pay that trip off, but more importantly, I was gonna change my life from what I learned from that event, okay? I'm gonna tell you guys, there were speakers there that are nowhere near the people that are gonna grace this stage, okay? So you guys are truly in luck, okay? Let's talk about that speech that Kristen and Travis gave. What about that vision they cast? Do you guys see that vision? Did you see that breakdown? You guys already starting to have those wheels spin in your head, how you are gonna be a part of that vision and how you are gonna make your dreams possible? If not, I'm gonna share my vision with you guys so you guys can borrow that if you need a little bit of inspiration. But before I do that, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys 3 times in my life that having a vision saved my life, okay? The first time having a vision saved my life was during my childhood. I grew up in a really small town. It's the type of place where everybody knows everybody's business, okay? And my parents just so happened to be the black sheep drug addicts despite their upbringing. They came from good families, but they made bad decisions. They had me when I was young, and they were in the middle of full-blown addiction and use during that time, okay? I remember as a kid being terrified, locking myself in the room at night because there would be a mass amount of adults partying in the living room, and I knew it was something that I didn't need to be a part of. I can remember locking myself in my bedroom hearing my dad and mom be in a physical altercation with each other and just praying that they made it out alive. I can remember the cops showing up and breaking things up and telling me that things were okay while I was trying to distract myself with Mario on the Nintendo, the OG Nintendo. Y'all remember the one you had to, yeah, that got me through a lot of bad days, okay? I can remember being left with strangers and being terrified and feeling abandoned by the people that were supposed to be protecting me. I can remember being the one that protected my sister. Very young, I had to stand up and be a leader in my family and be a protector in my family. And I can remember how all of that felt looking back on it. But one of the things that I remember more than anything was the fact that I had a vision, even as a small child. That's what got me through the hard times. I can remember telling myself, this is not how my life is going to be when I get older. When I grow up, things are going to be different. It's going to be better. I'm going to be loved. I'm going to be wanted. I'm going to be safe. And I'm going to be successful. And I told myself that for years of my childhood. And that's what got me through those really rough times. Any of you guys in here battling childhood trauma? Did you grow up in a rough situation? Did you guys have a vision that helped get you through? Maybe you didn't even realize it was a vision, but if you really dig deep and you look within, I bet your inner child still remembers that vision, that hope that things were going to be different when you grew up and you had control. I want you guys to remember that because it still applies to your life today, okay? The second thing that got me through, the second vision that helped me was whenever I was coming out of an abusive marriage. I remember I was laying in a jail cell after a domestic altercation that got me that infamous mugshot. I know some of you have seen it, okay? But I remember laying in that jail cell and I remember the shame and the guilt and the fear that was all over me from head to toe. My entire body just felt like it was in complete distress because I knew that I had repeated cycles that I told myself as a child that I was going to break free from. I knew that I had allowed circumstances and people to bring me lower than I wanted to be. And I remember laying in that jail cell and I remember just looking up at the top bunk, praying the girl didn't fall through on me. And I remember just laying there saying to myself and praying to God, if you get me out of here alive, because some of them girls looked mean, okay? I remember saying, God, if you get me out of here, I promise I will change my life. I will not go back to that man. I will never allow someone to put their hands on me or my family ever again. I will break free from this abuse and I will know my worth. I said, God, you get me out of here and I will change my life and I will help others change theirs too. And let me tell y'all something, that was in 2016, so it wasn't that long ago. But I left out of that jail cell and I had that vision that things were going to be different. And by God, they were. I got divorced. I got that charge expunged and I went to work on changing my life. I completely turned around the circumstances for me and my family. So that was the second time that a vision saved my life. The third time having a vision saved my life was last year, 2023. And I know what some of you guys are thinking, Deralynn, that was last year. I saw you speak on stage. I saw you get awards. I saw your posts. You was traveling. You were living it up, making money, doing the thing, super successful. And you're right, I was. It was supposed to be one of the best years of my life. On paper, it was one of the best years of my career. But behind the scenes, what you guys didn't know was I was battling my health and internal demons that had an intention to take me out. I battled with an ectopic pregnancy at the end of 2022, and I had to have a partial hysterectomy, which I did not realize would cause an overwhelming amount of grief and both physical and mental health problems that lasted for an entire year following. I battled things behind the scenes, and I prayed that no one found out what I was going through because I was so scared that you guys would be let down, that I would come across as being weak, and that I wouldn't be able to successfully lead you guys in the way that you needed me to lead. So I fought this battle behind the scenes, and I fought it what I felt like was alone for so long. But you know what? We've only had 2 speakers on the stage so far, Kristen and Travis. And do you guys hear that both of them were battling something very similar behind the scenes as well? So one of the things that I want you to take away is, even though you may feel like you're in the trenches alone, and you may feel like you're drowning, and you may feel like you're battling something that nobody else understands, I want you to know that that's a lie, because we are all in this together. We are all aligned and we are all united, and you don't have to fight those battles alone. You don't. You don't. You don't. So I clung to the vision that this opportunity was going to change my life, that if I actually started taking the products consistently, Dawn's probably like, yes, thank you, about time, that I would be able to take control of my health. And here I am, 48 pounds down, okay? I'm healthier and happier than I've ever been, and more importantly, my family is healthier and happier than they have ever been as well. So I'm here to tell you guys that you can make that change, but you have to be committed. Even when it's hard, even when it makes no sense, even when you think it might not even work because of the doom and gloom that's been forecasted or projected onto you, okay? You create a vision in your mind that you are going to transform your life, transform your mental health, your physical health, even your financial wealth. You make that decision and you stick with it until you see the changes, no matter how hard it gets, okay? So the beautiful thing about life is that you can always change, you can always grow, and you can always get better if you want to. None of you are defined by your past. I just told you guys some skeletons that's been in my closet for years, and I bet none of you hold that against me, do you? Nobody's gonna hold your past against you either, okay? And for sure, nobody cares about your mistakes. We all make them every single day. Nobody cares who you used to be, and opportunity doesn't give a damn about what you're going through. Okay? You have to decide that you want more out of life, and then you've got to get up and make that shit happen. Okay? I know that not every moment is going to be joyful. Okay? I know that life is going to be hard sometimes, but I want you to know that humans are happiest when we're making progress. Okay? We feel our best when we are moving forward and towards a goal, when things are getting better and little baby steps are leading us towards a massive transformation. That's when you're going to feel your best. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is focus on self-improvement, because the only thing that you're in control of is you. You know the funny thing about a vision? Sometimes the only person that can see it and believe in it is you. So it all starts with you, okay? I want you guys to know that my vision aligns right along with the Butlers. We're about to take this company all the way to $100 million freaking brand this year, okay? And each and every one of you at this event are gonna play a huge part of that, okay? We are going to have those financial breakthroughs that your family needs. You're gonna walk this stage next year as one of those top ranked leaders. Who's claiming mogul? Who's claiming mogul? Okay? Many of you are gonna be asked to share your story of hope, because the transformation that you're about to go through is going to be so life-changing that it is going to impact those millions of customers that we're about to bring in, okay? Are you guys really ready for a breakthrough? I think I need to hear it. You ready? Let me tell you guys something. I don't really care what your life looks like right now. I don't even care if some of you guys tell me that you're sleeping in your car, but don't tell me that, because I got an extra bed and I'll totally just try to bring you in, okay? But I don't really care what your life looks like right now. When we have a conversation at this event, I want you to tell me, what does your future look like? Where are you going? What is your eyes focused on? What is that prize? That's what I want you guys to look forward to, okay? Are you wanting a thriving business? Are you focused on growing your following? Maybe you want to do both, okay? I don't care about anything that's behind you. I want to know where you're going, and I want to know how I can help you get there, how Arieyl can help you get there, okay? Whatever that vision is, I want you to think about it right now, and I want you to anchor that in your mind, okay? I want you to never forget that you can be, do, or achieve absolutely anything. I'm sure nobody expected me to be number one in this company, but guess what, bitch? I am, okay? None of you in this room are the average influencer. You are all powerful creators. I love you guys. I'm cheering for you, and I believe with all of my heart, with all of my soul, that 2024 is going to be the year of massive success, abundance, and fulfillment for each and every one of you. I love you guys, and I am so fucking ready for it. What?